to today's video and welcome to my channel. If you guys have not been here before, then hey, my name is Holly. I talk about everything beauty, fashion, bit of fitness thrown in there, bit of lifestyle, a bit of everything basically. If you have been here before and haven't done already, or if you're new to this channel, please click on the subscribe button. That would mean the world to me because it would mean you just don't miss any of my uploads. I upload twice a week, so make sure you hit that button. Now today what I'm going to be talking to you guys about, following on from a recent video that I did talking all about bloating, I'm basically going to be giving you guys some life hacks, so some bloating hacks. How do we get rid of the bloating and the gas? Let's all just put it out there. It's a bitch and I hate it. So let's get started with what can we do to banish that bloating. Number one, I've basically got 10 top tips. Okay, so number one, first of all, who doesn't love a bit of this? A bit of Diet Coke. Oh my god, you're my favourite. I basically got obsessed with this for so long that this actually makes me slightly nervous having it in the same room as me, because I've actually kicked the habit. I cut out fizzy drinks. Oh my god, I know. It's the hardest thing I've probably ever had to do, but basically ditch the fizzy drinks. Basically it's all the sugars and all that sort of thing. Even if it says 0 sugar, it's still meaning that the carbonated drinks just make you get extra gas, and it makes you get left feeling really horrible and just really down, and it's not good for the gut at all. So definitely ditch the fizzy drinks. Now in favour of fizzy drinks, switch to some normal water. This is what I keep on me every single day. I just keep like Buxton water, whatever, it doesn't matter what type of water, keep it in your bag, because honestly it will help to keep things moving. It also boosts your metabolism, so you'll kickstart your fat burning, which is always great. It won't make you bloat, obviously. This does help you to just absolutely hydrate, keep your body going. And if you're saying to me, oh my gosh, but I hate the taste of water, trust me, I get it. I don't like tap water. It's got to be bottled. You can do something different. So every single day in the morning, when life gives you lemons, then I throw in tequila. Jokes, don't have alcohol either. Basically, put in a bit of lemon. So the most important thing I'd say is if you're struggling, even just as like when you get up in the morning, to help water retention and to help reduce it, have a cup of water and or like a glass. Put boiling water in, and then either put some fresh lemon, so I have a lemon right here, chop it up, just pop your lemon in, and then it will just obviously infuse into the water. Let it go a bit cooler so it's just lukewarm, nail that back. Or you can put some artificial lemon juice in. I say artificial, it's basically just lemon juice, but it's used a lot in cooking, so you could just put a teaspoon of this in with your water. Everyone has this in their cupboards, or a lemon. Either way, that's going to absolutely start by basically just getting rid of your water retention. So anyway, that's tip number one. Tip number two is basically up your caffeine, which sounds really silly, but caffeine basically gets the muscles moving. So it basically stimulates your colonic muscles, basically makes you go to the toilet. So if you don't obviously like normal tea or coffee, I hate coffee, I try and drink a lot of peppermint tea. So these are by PG Tips, and these ones are incredible. They're so cool because they're like little kind of nice loose leaf tea bags, but they're pyramid style, so they come out really nicely. Oh, peppermint is so good for digestion, it's amazing. Also ginger tea, I don't really like the taste of ginger personally, so for me peppermint is absolutely perfect, and it's a great way, again, just to kind of stimulate your digestive system, and just great for general digestion. Okay, then number three, cut back on this bad boy. This is salt, obviously. We all love a bit of salt, but it's not good for the diet. I've written a lot of reasons down here just because I wanted to make sure I put a lot of this in. Basically, it's one of the most common reasons why people bloat is from having too much sodium or salt. So you need to check your food labels, make sure if it's more than 20% of what is in that food, whatever you're eating on that packet, don't eat it, because it's too much for your system and it will just cause you to bloat. It makes you feel really horrible, gives you that really uncomfortable feeling. Basically it causes a lot of fluid buildup, and that in turn makes your heart work faster, and that's going to make your system work faster and basically leave you feeling rubbish and just make your body totally bloat like a bitch. So try and get rid of the salt. Or obviously just lessen the salt. Okay, next thing, which is very random, include these bad boys in your diet. Who forgot about the banana? This contains so much potassium and fibre. Basically it's packed with it, and it helps to relieve water retention. So just pop one of these in your everyday diet, even if you can't eat one on its own. Chop it up with your breakfast, put it on some like porridge or muesli or whatever, you know, whatever fibrous thing you normally put in. But fibre and potassium are really, really good to help kick the bloat. So definitely try and pop the bananas into your diet. Okay, tip number 5, get more active. Basically, get your booties moving. All it takes is 15 to 20 minutes a day, get your trainers on, even just going up the stairs in your house or just going out for a 15 to 20 minute walk a day. If you've got a dog, take your dog out for a walk. You don't have to be doing like Zumba or some spin class, but it does help to get moving. Exercise helps to fight constipation, it helps to keep your digestive system moving, so it's really, really, really good to do, and it does honestly work. So even if you feel really crap and you feel like I don't want to go out and do anything, just climb your stairs a few times. It sounds ridiculous, but honestly you will notice a difference. Tip number 6, introduce probiotics into your diet. Now these can come in 2 forms, or these are the most common forms and the most easiest way to get them into your system. You can have them by tablet form if you want to, but these are honestly much tastier and, well, you get to eat more, so win-win. So the first way is by having something like this, which is a yogurt, and this is basically an Activia yogurt. This one is a 0% fat one, which I will come on to in a minute, but sometimes you just gotta think, fuck it, this is just, sorry for swearing, but this is just gonna work. So basically this one is a peach flavoured one, again flavoured, shoot me, I know, but trust me, if it's going to help you a little bit, these will be better than nothing. So you can go for unflavoured, and that is honestly the best way forward, but sometimes you've got to live life on a bit on the edge, haven't you? So Activia yogurts are perfect, just one of those a day would be amazing for your breakfast or like mid-morning snack. And then also things like these, so Actimel drinks as well. So you've got the things like these are just strawberry flavoured. Again, as I say, they're not ideal. You can get some unflavoured. There's the packaging for you. And just knock one of these back every morning, and they're so, so good. Basically what they do is they've got good bacteria that helps to promote good digestive health and gut health. It keeps your digestive system running smoothly, and again, as I said, try to avoid all the flavoured ones, but sometimes just think, F it, you know, life's too short, so it's going to be doing something rather than nothing. Okay, tip number 7, and this is something that not many people know about. I got told after my operation I was not allowed any of these. So first of all, mints and chewing gum, especially sugar-free chewing gum. Oh, dropped it. Is that bad for me? It's just gone. So as much as we love this, don't go reaching for it. A lot of people try, especially when they're dieting, they get hungry, they reach for things like this and think, great, this is going to stop me snacking. Actually what it does is tricks your body into thinking it's digesting food, and it's obviously got sugars in, which is going to make your system work harder, but also you're swallowing a lot of air as well, so it tricks your stomach into thinking, oh my gosh, we've got something to digest. So then it works really, really hard, and there's actually nothing there to digest, so in turn it turns into bloating. So you also, when you're chewing, inhale a lot of air. So what I'd say, instead of trying to reach for these, reach for something fibrous instead, like a fibrous piece of fruit with a bit of skin on, because again, that's extra fibre on the outside that's going to help you to digest. Basically ditch these because they are not going to be helping you in any way, shape or form. And tip number 8 is kind of following on from that. Make sure you always thoroughly chew your food. It might sound ridiculous, but the more air you intake, the more you are going to be bloating. So if you're kind of chatting on like me a lot while I eat, I do intake a lot of air, so I have to be very careful, and you do have to be a bit boring. They say chew your mouthfuls at least 20 times. Also, it helps you to feel fuller quicker, so you'll know when you feel fuller quicker because your brain is able to catch up. So pop down your knife and fork in between mouthfuls, make sure you're chewing, and honestly you will notice again a bit of a difference. Okay, tip number 9. Oh, what is life without sugar? I know, I freaking love this stuff, but basically it's time to cut back. Cut back on sugar or sugar-free. Now why do I say sugar-free? Because, and again I've written this down because these are really hard words to say, so diet snacks contain sneaky little sweeteners like, I think it's called xylitol, sorbitol and maltitol, which basically causes GI distress, so gastrointestinal distress, and leads to bloating or diarrhea, which is never ever ever good. So instead, rather than using your normal sugars, what I'd say is use things like agave nectar, which is basically like a honey kind of consistency. It's really natural, it's from a plant, or something like this, which is stevia, and this is again from stevia plant extracts. It's just so much better for you because it's all natural products rather than even the sweeteners that are used. They've got so many chemicals in them, and again it's just going to upset your stomach. So definitely reach for things like this or agave nectar to sweeten things up. If you have a sweet tooth, like myself. And then finally, number 10, tip number 10. Oh, this has become the absolute dream of my life. So, bath in this bad boy. This is Epsom salt, so I've got this by Westlab, and this is basically to help with tired and aching muscles, but also not many people know it's really good for basically digestion and for also helping to relieve water retention. Just to put it into perspective, I use 2 of these every bath, and I bath in it for 20 minutes a day, so get it as hot as you can take it. This is 2 kilos worth of stuff. I think that's about £4, but I'm not entirely sure because I'm really bad at conversion. But basically 2 kilograms of this bad boy into your bath, and then just stay in it for 20 minutes, watch something on the TV or watch something on your laptop or whatever, like I do. I watch Dinner Date in the bath, hilarious. But it just kind of keeps your mind focused because you will get a bit sweaty. But it basically works by reverse osmosis. So that sounds super technical. It's basically drawing all of the water, excess water out of your system. All the celebs use it to keep their stomachs looking flat, and trust me, it genuinely works. Just to put this into perspective, I will lose anywhere between £2 and £7 per bath when I bath in this stuff. It's ridiculous. I don't know if that's normal because I think my body is just effed, but seriously, give this a try. You can buy it through places like TK Maxx, you can buy it online through Amazon. Epsomsalts.co.uk is amazing. You can buy it in bulk if honestly it works for you, but first of all just try off with a really small amount and can make sure you keep hydrated as well. As stupid as it sounds, because you're getting rid of it, you will become very dehydrated. You need to make sure the water's topped up. It won't then whack it all back on, it just keeps your system flowing nicely. Definitely give that a try. And also, to go alongside that, I'd also say colonic hydrotherapy. I am going for this actually tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. It's really rank. You basically have a tube shoved up your bum and you have water, like warm water is kind of pumped into the colon, and then it's dragged back out again. So it's basically cleansing the whole digestive system, like your colon, and it's basically, people don't realise, even if you lead a really healthy lifestyle, stuff still builds up, you've still got toxins in there, so it's really good to flush it all through, and it really does help. I kind of have them once every 6 months. Genuinely, for me with my bloating and my water retention, it helps with everything to get a much flatter stomach and also just release all of those nasty toxins that are building up and just making that problem even worse. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. I hope I've given you a few tips for you to go forward and be flat stomached and gas and bloated free. Let's all hope we can live in a bloated free world, because that would just be amazing. I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in a few days time in my next one. Bye guys! I love this because it's just like a little kind of pencil. It kind of reminds me of like the Touche Éclat by YSL. You just basically twist the bottom of it, and then the product comes up through the brush, and you just kind of go underneath the eyes, anywhere that just needs brightening.